development that they're asking for public subsidy. This is not a development that they are pushing specifically for a targeted AMI. This is, for the first time, having outside investors who are really interested in investing in existing tenants that are there, but also investing in an area with capital. And that's always the biggest problem. When there's not capital, that's when we see the LIHTC, that's when we see the city having a lot of requirements of what it is that we want from the development. This is actually a huge opportunity. So I ask you that, I say that because I ask for you to just recalibrate the feedback that you're giving them. Don't resist the opportunity. Twist it and turn it, make it yours. Figure out what this type of development would look like in an ideal situation. And that's all I'm asking is because, again, the feedback that you just gave, and I want to harp on that when you said, why can't they just own it? That's the type of feedback I think is most helpful, because that's where they can go. So they come and they have a consensus, and people said, no, not 10, maybe 8, right? Okay, well, we're looking at for owning instead of renting. These are all of the boxes that have to get checked to figure out how this can be reworked to bring back so that this is a product that you all feel you have put your mark on. That's what I'm asking for. Nobody is giving you any plans that are definitive. Nobody is going to shove anything down your throat. We want to hear the feedback, and we want to hear it in a way that's constructive, in a way that we can find some sort of collaborative middle ground. That's where we're looking for. So I really do appreciate hearing all of the feedback, but I wanted to at least level set. I in no way, and y'all seen how I have operated as a representative in District 7. I'm not allowing it to go 0 to 60. That's not where we're headed. I promise you that. And that's why this is the second iteration with this group. We're not going to go 0 to 60. It's still going to be thoughtful. But we have to see some opportunity of investment and growth in our community when it's in front of us.
I appreciate that, Adam. I appreciate everybody's feedback. Don't think for one moment that I won't gather with the team and they won't be thinking about this. They really do want to be of service, and they really do actually talked about the partnership with St. Philip and Cornerstone. We talked about that. And I think it's important for all the stakeholders to really sit down. Like Adam said, Councilmember Adam said, hey, this is not written in stone. We're here to get your feedback so that we can fine tune.
You got 2 minutes, Gaither.
All right.
Hi, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear your last name, sir. Did you say
Kevin Brown.
Okay, that's what I thought. All right, my name is Gaither Davis, and I've lived in South Dallas Corridor for 68 years. Okay? I don't think it's hardly anybody in here to speak that number. I'm not here to see who can. But when you were talking early on, and I'm sorry, we've got here late. We have some things going on, but nonetheless, I didn't get to hear, you may have said it, I didn't get to hear anything about the environment and how your building is going to be green, it's going to have all those, you know, those certifications.
Speak into the mic, please.
Huh?
The mic.
Well, I have a big voice, so I thought you could hear me, okay? All right, well, now you can, okay? So, back to my question. I'm listening.
All right, that is a great question. Of course, this is preliminary, right? But no, we are very green friendly. I believe in green build, energy efficient, and I believe in protecting the environment. Now that will be something that our client and us will discuss as this gets further along down the line, but we wanted to make sure we were here to listen to you first before we did that. But I'm taking that note.
Right, but I do think that something like that, for those of us in the audience who like to hear that sort of thing, because there's so much out here in the environment where we're getting sick. Okay, and you know, West Dallas, South Dallas,
Right.
Dallas, such and so has been over here all these years where nobody ever cared, and then everybody's going to Parkland because now they got lung cancer. Okay, and they can, you know, research and tie it back to some of these unsound practices, business practices of some of these companies all right?
Yes.
So please make sure. Now, I don't know who put this together. Who put this together?
I did.
You did?
No, I didn't.
You did? Okay, all right.
Don't tell
Okay, because I was gonna say, first of all, is this something that was shared ahead of time, or is it just been shared tonight? I'm just asking a question, okay? Because there's a lot for a person to try to understand. And maybe your intention was for a person to go home after this meeting and then complete it. But I would have liked to have seen, if I were in your position, to do the analysis, I would have liked to have seen this one issued, and then, you know,
Yes, ma'am.
we could have brought some sort of analysis here that kind of showed what people were thinking in the thought process.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay? My final to you, and I'm not saying I'm a for or against, I think anything that can help the community is gonna be of big value. I have said for about 15 years or so, that South Dallas is undergoing a major renaissance, and it's been long needed, okay? However, I do seem to remember a mixed-use project across the street from the VA that looks like it's in shambles that didn't make it, okay? I remember they're bringing in regional retailers, all right? Big corporations, oh, we're gonna have mixed-use restaurants downstairs, and, okay, you know what I'm saying?
I do.
And then I remember, because I was working in District 8 at the time, when the Save-A-Lot, oh, they're gonna bring that to Spencer Stewart. It's gonna change things and we're gonna have a grocery store. Save-A-Lot ain't nothing. I'm sorry if any of y'all investors, okay? But I wouldn't want it, all right?
I
And it didn't
understand.
make it.
Yes, ma'am.
It didn't make it. So a lot of these questions in here, okay, you might want to go back and rethink them. Finally, I saw your stock photo. If I saw one or two Hispanics, I'm part Mexican and part black. This gentleman over here mentioned maintaining the culture, okay? I'm looking at emerging cultures coming together, all coming together and living as one, all right?
Me too.
And put this out tonight.
Well, you know.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's all I'm trying to say.
I got you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Let me say this here, I got broken, but it's something you said that intrigued me.
Yes, sir.
I've been in South Dallas, South Dallas all of my life.
Yes, sir.
Mama was here, great grandmother come from the country, came up here.
Yes, sir.
Where I live, here in South, and it has went nowhere.
Yes, sir.
Same old houses, a lot of these houses are older than we.
Yes, sir.
But something you said that intrigued me. You said y'all had an immigration effort, right? Where you were trying to get people into the country through providing jobs and investment.
Yes.
Now, I'm very interested in that. When we talk about African people coming into the country, right? These African people coming into the country.
The program is available
But it's mainly African folks coming to the country.
No.
Anyone? But African folks too, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I'm more intrigued by that.
Oh, I got you. I understand.
I'm more intrigued by that. But let me say this. There's not just about this hotel because we need them. Preachers come in here, know where to stay in the facility. Gotta go downtown. And it's good to do business with black folks. And we need some taller buildings in South Dallas. They don't argue about it when they take it all off. We need to start seeing more downtown coming this way. South Dallas needs to look like Las Colinas. I don't have no problem with that. I'm tired of keeping South Dallas in the dog days. Okay? It's time for South Dallas to come up.
Yes, sir.
And the main thing is not just about this hotel. We got investors like this. That means there are other things that we can do. And I don't want to do anything to run you off. Okay? And I think one thing we need to do is get some more folks on your committee. Now, I want to be one of those folks, and I want you to kind of teach me not only what you're doing as an investor, okay, but how folks are going to come into this country, who they're going to be, because I'm very interested in that. And I'm very interested in growth. I'm very interested in partnership. When I'm looking at a black man, no matter where he's from, talking to me about investing, now I know that building's going to be secure. We don't want all these escorts up in here.
That's right.
Okay? And talking to me about investing, I don't want to run that off. And I'm gonna do everything in the future to see that when black folks, not white folks, I'm talking about black folks, come in here, want to invest with their people, I'm gonna do everything to make sure that you're able to do that. Okay, this is the last thing I'm gonna say. Now, I'm never active. I put over 40-some folk in office, and I try hard to keep folks out of office. And Blvd talks to me about that. Okay? But I put a lot of folk in office, and I'm very active politically. And so don't play. Come in, let's see what you got. Hey man, let's make this thing work. We just ain't talking about a hotel, we talking about something else we can do with money in the future. It needs to make money, but we need to see more investors coming in, and then listen to some of the things we want to do as more investors. So we got to get rid of Apple. We got to get rid of these motels and these neighborhood grocery stores. Okay? We need more Fiesta, but we don't need these neighborhood grocery stores drowning them out. Where folks running in there getting $10 chip and they starve in Fiesta up here. We need to get rid of these neighborhood grocery stores. They don't do it cause problems. Folks hang around in them. We need to make this community more safer, with more viable business, and we need to have some type of environmental plan, okay, that says this thing is going to be secure.
Teddy, get to your question, please.
Well, that was the question.
That was good. I appreciate it.
I support what I hear.
Thank you, sir.
I just can't say I can support until I'm able to sit down with you and kind of show you what's going on.
Okay.
But I like it.
Thank you.
When our people come and they
We appreciate it.
represent.
Appreciate it.
I'm going to be talking to you all.
Thank you so much, I just want to quickly chime in on the EB5. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. I really want you to hear me on the EB5 speaker on the immigration ban foreign investment. I want us to just take a second, forget about the building, and look at the value that we are bringing to South Dallas. The regional center is an operator of foreign investment and immigration. I can tell you, my brothers and sisters, they check our integrity by the government of America. We are probably one of the few African American that own a regional center. Before now, it was a domain of the record. Why did we do this? Because a lot of our brothers and sisters have been shut out from the external. There are private businesses in South Dallas that cannot get funding from the mainland industry. We said beyond the building, we want to provide soft interest. Our brothers and sisters have been shut out of the economy of America.
That's it.
The headquarters, the office for the regional center is down the road. It's in South Dallas. We have a lot of contractors who cannot get money from the bank. Come to us. Is that my solution? Let's take it back.
Thank you, Austin. That's awesome. Thank you. All right, I think we got all the questions.
We can
One
do
last.
more. We can do more after, but we gotta.
Okay, we got one more.
Okay.
One more question.
Good evening, my name is Derek. I live in the area now, my family owns lots of properties behind West 5th Street, so I do know that gentrification can happen regardless. This is a church development, so I think my question is more around sanitation, doing the sanitation plans around that, and we try to bring in more people coming into this development. That creates the whole problem, like in New York with the rents, right? So think about that, think about it. This is a development made by a church. How whatever profit comes from the church, how people, businesses are able to go ahead and write off things, write off parts of money that they actually donate. What % of profit can come from this building that goes straight directly into the community itself? So if there was a plan like that inside of the development itself, that okay, 15% goes back into making sure the community's taxes are covered in a specific zip code, actual homes in the area, regardless if the church is going to be able to write something, or they'll be able to get that money back in taxes. So I think it's smart to add the financial tip on it, as well as the sanitation part behind it. Those two things are big to me living out in this community. Coming from New York City, which my family, we have some grounds and we have a lot of things right now. So as far as the planning, I think it is good. I would always say go bigger, better, but again, we're still a development, we're a developing community, and being a developing community, we need to think about how this is going to raise taxes for everybody, how the developers are able to go ahead and put this money back into the community in specific ways, whether it be a tax write-off at the end of the year, as well as we call it the people coming in, the traffic they're going to have, the more sanitation going to be, what the streets will look like, putting more trash cans on the streets, making sure it's picked up on regular, and this also coming from the funding or from profits of the redevelopment. So I think this planning ahead is important, but I definitely think that, gentrification is going to happen regardless. It's about us taking forward, and I appreciate the opportunity you guys coming forward with the plan.
Thank you for that input. We really do appreciate it. I think that was the last comment, and I want to allow the pastor to come up and thank everyone for allowing us to speak. Pastor Raphael.
This is a very good community meeting.
Amen.
Very constructive input and very real and organic. Thank you so much. Thank you. This is very good. Like what you said is just so very important. We are not here now to push down anything anybody through. We want to discuss. I want to give credit to our councilman. We voted for him to take our district to the next level, and he has been committed to it. Everybody in the district will know that Mr. Adam will visit you, talk to you. Doesn't take sides. It doesn't take sides, like he said. So thank you for coming. Okay, this is not the first meeting. We're going to have all you have discussed. Just please follow the QR code to let us see your comments, and we're going to follow what you said. Then one other thing, I've been in South Dallas for between 3 years this December. But the building 1705, 1703, 1705, 1709, 1715 was purchased in December 2014. That is when we went to the closing table and closed on the property. Okay? Then that's how it has been. And since then, go and look at the map. What happened in that area now. Now we have good tenants, great people who have been business in that location. And they are ready to see us improve the property so they can continue to service us in South Dallas. Okay? So the comments are very appreciated. Let's put in and comment and just go back and forth or to get the best out of this place. So thank you so much. God bless you. God keep you. And if you come your way again, then God bless you. Amen. Happy Easter Monday. Amen. Bye. Thank you.
on your signature.
You swore.
Coming.
Wow, give me a hug.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
I knew your voice was going to be important.
Thank you. Thank you.
I don't know. I'm focused on right now. I'm focused on right now.
No.
Pastor, about the
Thank you.